today we're looking at how to improve paragraphs using a variety of sentence patterns. For one of our do first activities, I would like for you to take 15 seconds to try to write down on a piece of paper what your understanding is of sentence patterns. If you can name what the different sentence patterns are, do that. We're going to take 15 seconds and begin. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, eyes up here. Let's do a elbow partner pair and share, where you turn to your partner and tell them what you wrote on your paper. Got about 10 seconds to do that, and go.
I wrote simple, complex, compound, and compound complexity. About bamboo.
Okay, and stop. So our do first was to pair share the different sentence patterns. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is to try to come up with a sentence sample for each of the different types of sentence patterns. For example, for a simple sentence, you may say, the dog ran. So you can do some variation of that. And you just put simple, because I heard most of you were talking about simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. We're going to share these, and then we're going to jump into the lesson. So what am I asking you to write on the page, Lily? Can you tell us what the directions are that I'm asking you to do?
Yeah, an example of a sentence, like, for example, like a simple sentence.
Exactly. I want examples of each of the different types of sentence patterns. Okay, let's take a few minutes and work on that. Okay, today we have our objective, and Isaac, could you read it for us, please?
Sure thing. Students will be able to write an introductory thesis paragraph using a variety of sentence patterns that demonstrate an effective communication of ideas.
Thank you. And so the objective for today is to actually create a piece of writing that shows we are using a variety of sentence patterns, which is one of the key things that we can do to improve our writing, to show that we are hitting that higher bar where it talks about sophisticated language. That this is your assignment over it on Google Classroom. This is the one that you're going to turn in on Google Classroom, right here. It's your last assignment. It will affect your final average up to 1 point. Like I said, with 26 or 27 grades in here, one small daily assignment isn't going to be life-changing, but it could move you a point or so. So if you're sitting on a 70, you do not want to fail to turn this in, because that could be enough to push you down to a 69 or a 68. So you have 2 parts. The first part, you have 2 different sentence stems. Remember sentence stems?
Yeah.
And so it starts out telling you something, and then you have some choices, and you're supposed to write 2/3 to 3/4 of a page right here over A or B. You get to pick which one.
Really?
Tell me again what I just said, Enrique.
Well, you have 2, you have an assignment, and it's due today in Google Classroom. You have 2 choices, A or B. It's up to you which topic you want to write about.
Correct. And there's sentence stems with some choices, so you kind of get to have a little wiggle room. When you finish those, there's 5 questions down at the bottom. 5 questions at the bottom. Don't forget to do those, in addition to what Enrique just said. Okay, so all together, That's 5 questions plus a little chunk of writing. You're gonna do it on Google Classroom, turn it in on Google Classroom, and make sure that's done. I would say this afternoon. I'll probably get around to looking at it around 2 or 3 to grade it. So it needs to be in there by then. Questions about that?
Autumn.
Got it? Everybody knows exactly what's happening? Schedule change, summer reading, today's assignment, your final average. We're all where we need to be?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Life is wonderful?
Life is not wonderful, but it will be once we get to tomorrow.
Really? Okay. All right. We are going to do a gallery walk at this time where each table will get up and come over to look at each of the creations that each of you have made in regard to types of syntax, diction, elements of tone, and authors' stylistic elements. As you are making your gallery walk, I'm going to encourage you to bring 2 different things that you would like to share as a takeaway after you have looked at what everyone has created. Okay, we're going to do this in 5 minutes, and tables on the left are going to start on this wall. Tables on the right are going to start on the opposite wall. All right, everyone, let's go.